All right, with a heavy heart, I'm here to tell you that Kirk Douglas has passed away. That's right, Kirk Douglas is gone. He was 103 years old. 103. Kirk Douglas, one of the leading stars of Hollywood's golden age, has died. He was 103. The Spartacus acting legend, who had been in good health since suffering a stroke in 1996, is survived by his wife of 65 years, Anne, and his sons Michael, Joel, and Peter. Now, Michael Douglas, of course, is very famous. He's been in a lot of movies, Streets of San Francisco, and everything else. It is with tremendous sadness that my brothers and I announce that Kirk Douglas left us today at the age of 103. Michael Douglas said in a statement to People, "To the world, he was a legend, an actor from the golden age of movies who lived well into his golden years, a humanitarian whose commitment to justice and the causes he believed in set a standard for all of us to aspire to." And let's see, Kirk's life was well lived. He leaves a legacy in film that will endure for generations to come, and a history as a renowned philanthropist. And now Michael Douglas is 75. I didn't know that. It makes sense. His dad is 103. And it's crazy stuff. He's had 92 acting credits, including 75 movies. 75 movies, 7 of which co-starred his friend Burt Lancaster. Douglas became a superstar even before the term was coined. He received his first Academy Award nomination in 1950 for Champion. I've never seen that movie. If you've seen that movie, Champion, put it in the comments. Let me know what you thought of that. I've never seen that one. Was it any good? Let me know. Maybe I'll watch it. I'm sure it's on Netflix or something. And was nominated again in 1953 for the Hollywood expose, The Bad and the Beautiful. Now that I think I've seen. Let me know if you've seen that one too. That sounds like a good movie. And once more in 1957 for his performance as Vincent van Gogh in the biopic Lust for Life. I've never seen that one. That'd be pretty cool. He looks like Vincent van Gogh. So I bet that was a good movie. In 1996, he was awarded an honorary Oscar for 50 years as a creative and moral force in the motion picture community. While Douglas' on and off screen bravado could be overpowering and even difficult in times, he was a man of heartfelt conviction. Wasn't he in the movie where he took a grapefruit and stuffed it in a woman's face? I think he did that. Wasn't he in? If you know about that movie, put it in the comments. I think he was tough guy, and he took a woman. He took a grapefruit and stuffed it in somebody's face. I don't know. All right, let's see. He hired blacklisted screenwriter Dalton Trumbo, whoever that is, and giving him full screen credit to write 1960 epic Spartacus. Wow. So Spartacus, now I've seen Spartacus many times. Great movie. Let me know what you thought of that. Put that in the comments. To write the 1960 epic Spartacus, which Douglas executive produced and starred in. So he not only did he star in that movie, which was a great movie. If you haven't seen Spartacus, you got to see it. And he was an executive producer in that one also. I didn't know that. And all right, let's see. Autobiography. And it talks a little bit more about his Hollywood career. But he was actually born in December 9th, 1916. And his name wasn't Kirk Douglas. His real name was Issur Danielovitch Demsky, Demsky. Issur Danielovitch Demsky, born in Amsterdam, New York. So he was born in the United States, December 9th, 1916. And he, American actor, producer, director, and author. Let's see, he made his film debut in The Strange Love of Martha Ivers in 1946. I've never seen that movie. Let me know if you've seen that. Is that worth watching? With Barbara Stanwyck. Douglas soon developed into a leading box office star through the 50s, known for serious dramas, including westerns and war movies. During his career, He appeared in more than 90 movies. Douglas was known for his explosive acting style, which he displayed as a criminal defense attorney in Town Without Pity in 1961. I've never seen that one. Town Without Pity. Did you see that? Put it in comments if you've seen that. Douglas became an international star through positive reception for his leading role in as an unscrupulous boxing hero and champion, 1949, which brought him his first nomination, and we've already read that. He's been in Detective Story. He was with Lauren Bacall. That was interesting. Lana Turner. He produced his own production company in 1955 and began called Bryna Productions, which began producing films like Paths of Glory in 1957 and Spartacus 1960, of course. In the two films, he collaborated with then relatively unknown director Stanley Kubrick. I didn't know that. So Stanley Kubrick helped with Spartacus. Now that I didn't know. I'm going to watch Spartacus again. I didn't know that. Stanley Kubrick's one of the best, of course. Taking lead roles in both films, Douglas has been praised for helping break the Hollywood blacklist by having Dalton Trumbo again wrote Spartacus. That's pretty cool. He produced and starred in Lonely Are the Brave in 1962, 7 Days in May. I think I've seen that one with Burt Lancaster. Starred in the Broadway play, One Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Oh, I don't think he was in the movie. Was he? Was he in the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? I don't think so, but he was in the Broadway play. Excuse me. A story he purchased and later gave his son to Michael Douglas, who turned in an Oscar-winning film. So Michael Douglas was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That's what I thought. I knew he wasn't in there. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I thought, wasn't, what's his name in there? The crazy guy. I can't remember his name. All right. Douglas received 3 Academy Award nominations and an Oscar for Lifetime Achievement and a Presidential Medal of Freedom. He wrote 10 novels and memoirs. He's number 17 in the American Film Institute's list of the greatest male screen legends of classic Hollywood cinema. He was the highest ranked living person on the list until his death. He survived a helicopter crash in 1991. I didn't know that. And then he survived suffering a stroke in 1996. I knew he had a stroke. So he lived a long time after that stroke, which is amazing. So he was born in New York, son of Bryna Bertha and Herschel Harry Danielovitch. So it looks like he named his production company after his dad's name. That was his dad's name, Bryna. His parents were Jewish immigrants from Chausivi, Molev region in the Russian Empire. So he's Jewish, and they spoke Yiddish at home. So he knew how to speak Jewish. I knew they were Jewish. Father's brother emigrated earlier. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Growing up, Douglas sold snacks to mill workers to earn enough money to buy milk and bread to help his family. So he grew up poor. That's pretty cool. He was born in so long ago. He found living in a family with 6 sisters to be stifling. He had 6 sisters. I was dying to get out. Can you imagine being in a decrepit house with 6 sisters? Graduated. He went to St. Louis University, and he graduated with bachelor's degree in 1939. He went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City, who got a special scholarship. And one of his classmates was Betty Joan Persky, later known as Lauren Bacall. Wouldn't that sound? So Lauren Bacall's real name is Betty Joan Persky. That's pretty cool. Now Lauren Bacall, beauty, blonde. And she married, what's his name? Humphrey Bogart. Lauren Bacall married Humphrey Bogart. I think they had 1 or 2 kids. If you know how many kids they had, put it in the comments. Humphrey Bogart. There's a lot of great movies with Bogart and Bacall. Early career. Let's see. after the war. I wonder if he was in the war. Oh, yeah. He was in the United States Navy in World War II in 1941. He joined the United States Navy in 1941, so he was in World War II. He served as communications officer in anti-submarine warfare aboard the USS PC-1137. And he was medically discharged in 1944 for war injuries he sustained from the accidental dropping of a depth charge. Boy, that can really hurt you. Blow your eardrums out. I tell you what. So he got out a little early in 44 before the war ended, but he was wounded. He had 2 sons. He got married Deanna Dill in 1943 and had 2 sons, Michael in 1944 and Joel in 1947, before they divorced in 1951. After the war, Douglas returned to New York City and found work in radio, theater, and commercials. So he did a lot of stuff. His past is so unbelievable. You should really go read the Wikipedia on him. It's amazing. But again, I wanted to report with a heavy heart that Kirk Douglas has passed away. And go ahead and put it in the comments. Let me know what you think of Kirk. And let me know how you feel about him passing away. And goodbye, Kurt. We will miss you. You were a good actor. I think you were a really good actor. I'll give you the thumbs up. All right, everyone. Chemtrails MN signing off. Again, if you could subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button and the bell. Don't forget to click the bell and accept all notifications so you know when I do a new video, you can check it out. All right? Thanks for your support. Take care.